Welcome back everyone to the Outer Worlds. This should be part 15 if I'm remembering numbers correctly and where I'm at. Before I started recording I just went to the workbench and look, I can run again. Yeehaw! Sort of broke down a whole bunch of stuff, modified some jank, and then just brought myself to Stellar Bay. So we shall go speak to Senja.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
No, you have a meeting with me.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Me? I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hey, it could always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free from other corporations, why would you want to bring them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you're tired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
You do seem to have a bit of a Raptidon problem.
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
This Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Once you have the Bolt 52, what's the other part of your plan?
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
I'll see what I can find.
So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Before I go, I need to ask you about something.
What can I do for you?
I need MSI to stop broadcasting. You're jamming Devil's Peak Station.
You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
There must be another way for you to do business.
Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52.
I met Grim, the landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
I've got to go. Alright, so I guess we're off to find some giant weapon of mass destruction. If that's not what this Bolt 52 is, then I don't know what. Wait, so I legit just go outside the town? Huh. Surely it can't be that easy. Nah, don't care. Okay. So I'm assuming there'll be many, many, many bad guys.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix. And it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you this. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're
Just
all
gonna
likely
try
to
and
space
sneak
as long.
by everyone.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
Probably going to be hard with these two chit-chatting away. Ah, dang it, there's one right there. But surely if he's got his back turned to me, we can sneak on past. Ah, but then there's a whole bunch right there. Okay. I need my flamethrower. Let's do this. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so this be the building. Where be the door? Oh, that's a nice barricade. Naturally. And there's no other way in. What the stinking mess. Oh. Nice, those girls were on it. No need for me to do anything except for stand here slightly perplexed. Okay, so then I guess the only way to get in there is to find another one of those round thingamajogs. Gonna pretend I know what I'm talking about.
Incoming! Knock out the rubber!
I'm assuming it's just going to be hopeful, wishful thinking that there's going to be one on the table here somewhere. Oh, a sign. Can I take that? Oh, no, that was food. Oh, hello, a workbench. Well, that's kind of nice. Yes! Got one. Sweet. Look, I just rule at this game. Let's just go with that. Good old statistics. Interesting. I guess I'll just delete all. I think that's the first time I've had enough hacking skill to be able to hack anything. Sounds like they're hiccuping as they're jumping.
Ah! Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots?
Hello, who's in there?
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess.
Well, I need to get into that room.
Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
There must be a way to open it from the inside.
What do you mean? It's locked.
Right, but okay. Let's try the handle. Turn it upwards and...
Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
You sure you're okay to travel?
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
Good luck.
Thanks a lot, lady.
Wow. When she was talking about going to find her friend and the dead body, I was like, I knew this was all just too straightforward, that there had to be something more to it. And the fact that I was able to just get that door open was amazing. Cool, I guess we can head back. That was easy peasy lemon squeezy. But I guess because that part of the mission was so straightforward, there has to be a second part. I'm gonna have to upload this weapon or something, take it somewhere.
Used to be, I had to correct for a bit
Blow
of
up
leftward
someone.
drive. Got used.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I found the cartridge and deleted that data for you.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
How exactly is a data cartridge going to help?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Let me guess, a paperweight?
See, that doesn't even make sense. This is an electronic form. We don't need paperweights.
Hardly the point, sir.
Promise me that once I've helped you with this, MSI will stop its broadcasts.
Help us with this final matter, and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Sanja, you sly dog.
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
I know how to make people talk.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Close enough.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Infiltrate a secret corporation base and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
I've got to go. See, I knew it was too good to be true. Thankfully we had our random little stopover in Fallbrook, so I can travel straight there. I wonder if this is at all related to the other quest that I've got for this place.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? Bosley, hoping to
Uh-huh. You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of manti dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well? I'm half listening.
Sanja said you know something about a corporation operating in secret on Monarch.
Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the Northern Bridge. Might be they sure as weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely.
I'll check it out.
And I'll thank you kindly for it.
That's enough for now. Alright. So... okay, I think it's up on that bridge. Let's just fast travel because I'm lazy. Hopefully it's on this side. It would be hilarious if it was on the other side of the bridge. Or is it under the bridge? yeah. I see some dead bodies down there. Looks like they had a whale of a time. Okay, and I'm assuming there's no way down on this end. Alright. Around we go. So I'm thinking of taking a drive tomorrow, going to a beach that's an hour away from here, from where I live. Before the whole lockdown sitch happened, I was checking out lots of random places on the coast and just slowly moving northward. So this is me trying to pick up from where I left off. Just a little fun fact there. That's one of the things I like to do in my free time when I'm not gaming or editing videos or sometimes hanging out with people.
I'd stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
We ought to see if anybody's still alive. They might be too weak to call for help.
I'm so glad there are the markers. I'd be way too dense to follow this on my own. Oh geez, well that's nice. So if I take those out... But then what about... I can only assume that's a trap, right? Oh, I see. Apparently setting them off a little bit too close to me. Oh, okay, I need to change weapons again. That might be helpful, maybe. Jeez, these are a lot of traps. Hello. Hello there, good sir. I have found you.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
I've got moves.
Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway?
Let me take a look at your wounds.
That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago.
Catherine told me some of her couriers had gone missing out here.
Nice to know she cares. Catherine had us making drops for some big-shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret.
Looks like that turned out well.
Yeah. I guess the Marauders noticed because they were waiting for us. Blew the bridge and took off with the goods.
Where'd the Marauders go?
Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
Alright, I guess back out we go. Just try to avoid all the traps that I've left. Okay, so we're going up the hill. It's not too far away, sweet. I can get behind that. Unless there's a Mantiqueen between here and there. And then I might cry. Cannot wait to get off this planet. Alright, that building looks mighty promising.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
We're pretty good at this.
We're amazing at this.
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe they're still alive.
Dang it, I was just gonna say yes, a scientist buddy who's not dead. Whoops. Dang it, the murdering of these scientists is just really disturbing. Oh, I just got a hat. Can I wear the hat? I guess I can't wear it if I've got a helmet. Dang it. Those are some hard life choices right there. Whoa.
Love a good fight.
Oh, I'm on fire again. Good work, guys. 10 out of 10 approve. Look at this is some interesting death yoga. Okay, nothing else interesting around. Let's proceed upwards. Onwards and upwards. Oh, bracelet. Okay, so I need to go left. Yes, I will take a breath inhaler. Thank you. Alright, I think I've stolen from this place. Good enough. Too easy. I'm not actually reading these. I'm sick of my bosses. Bit of a relatable sentiment. Alright, I guess we can exit the building. Oh, yep, bathroom, good. I actually love that they've gone to great efforts to have bathrooms everywhere, because that's always the number one thing in sci-fi movies and TV series and stuff. For whatever reason, people are so obsessed with where people go to the toilet. How and why? So I just love they've clearly taken that and run with it. Wow, could I get this done in one video? Oh gosh, hello. That hasn't gotten any less scary.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I found a data cartridge with details of UDL's secret experiments.
Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge?
Not so fast. What are these reformations you're talking about?
I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
What's gonna happen to the people here when the board figures out what you're doing?
Well, by that point, my hope is that we'll be on the board once more.
I'm just... Maybe I'm worrying too much, but it seems the folks here get plans made for them an awful lot. When do they get to start making plans for themselves?
Once MSI is restored, the people of Monarch will be able to make more choices. We'll have all the brands and resources of the board here. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
Okay, so obviously it's a bit of a dilemma of sorts, I guess. Give him the data and then he can go off and do what he wants, which will probably bring down ruin on Monarch, potentially. Or I don't give him the data and I'm not sure how to get him to stop signaling. Look, I'm just going to give him the data and we'll see what happens.
I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
I've got to go. All right. What have I maxed out dialogue? Okay, that's neat, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Sweet. So I guess now we can head on back to... What's his name? Graham? Man in the tower. Oh. I guess we saw a ghost there? Maybe? Either that or his dead corpse just decided to take a walk. These things can happen.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
MSI and the Iconoclast are no longer transmitting. Is the data ready?
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
We did what we could, as best we could. Should probably leave it at that.
Is that so?
I helped both MSI and the Iconoclast get what they wanted.
I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters not how you fixed my problem, only that you did. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Phineas doesn't trust many people. How'd he hook up with you?
You make it sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh, apologies. You meant, right. Yes, I braved the wilderness, so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise.
Fine. Tell me how to fix it.
It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
Except it needs 3 keys before it'll activate, and I have to go find them, right?
Eternal, no. What is wrong with you? Who would ever design something like that? However, you're welcome to brew me a Rizzo Insta-Coffee from the staff kitchen on your way back. Just step outside, flip the switch, depart forever. Understood? Good. Marvelous. We're in agreement.
This is why I stopped helping out around here, you know. It's always throw this lever, shoot that marauder, save my life. Just one thing after another with you.
If that's really all, let's just get it done with and be on our way.
Got it.
Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
Okay, so I'm assuming it is just that simple. Otherwise, I'll need to end the video, but let's see how it goes. When is anything ever as simple as just flip this switch? Which they were obviously pulling a bit of tongue-in-cheek there with those replies.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower.
Happily. I won't bother you again.
Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain.
Captain! Big flaming thingy!
Well, that couldn't be good.
Black holes. Did you see that?
Whose ship was that?
Looked like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me.
Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that?
Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting?
Yes, but...
Hiram. Hiram, are you there?
Oh, it's a reunion! Group hug!
Not without a physical contact waiver.
Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons.
Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off.
Surely we can talk this over.
Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons.
We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module.
Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I am more than finished with you lot.
Right, so I guess we are now back to political intrigue. Anyways, that will be for the next video. Fun times! See, it wasn't that straightforward. I mean, it was, but, you know, came with consequences or whatever. Nothing is ever straightforward. So, on that note, I shall see you on the flip side. Bye!